Your mind can be your biggest ally, but until you learn how to control it, it will remain your greatest enemy. An uncontrolled mind creates an uncontrolled reality. Every external effort you make, whether in your career, your relationships, or your personal goals, will fall short until the internal storm is brought to peace. Only when you can fully conquer the spirit of overthinking can you create the reality you so desire. So, what is this spirit of overthinking? It may sound counterintuitive, but overthinking doesn't originate from thinking too much. In a way, you're actually thinking too little. The root of overthinking is the accumulation of unprocessed thoughts that you forced out of your consciousness, only for them to sink deeper into your subconscious. Think of it like this. Imagine your conscious mind is your clean, tidy living room. But every time a difficult or uncomfortable thought appears, a worry about a bill, an awkward social interaction, a fear of failure, instead of dealing with it, you just shove it into a closet in the basement. For most people, it's a natural defense mechanism for dealing with troubling thoughts. Suppress, ignore, and try to forget. Unfortunately, this only fuels them more and more. While a thought can be momentarily erased from your conscious mind through distraction, denial, or by throwing yourself into something else if it carries emotional weight, it remains embedded in your subconscious for the long run. That closet in the basement gets fuller and fuller. Eventually, the door bursts open, and everything you've been avoiding comes flooding out at once, usually at the worst possible time, like when you're trying to fall asleep, or right before a big presentation. That flood? That's the feeling of being overwhelmed by overthinking. I remember a time when I was preparing for a major job interview. I wanted the role so badly. The night before, I tried to relax, watch a movie, and get a good night's sleep. But my mind had other plans. It started with one small thought. What if they ask me a question I can't answer? Instead of addressing it, I pushed it away. Don't be negative, I told myself. But that was like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The thought resurfaced, this time with friends. What if I'm not qualified enough? What if they don't like my personality? What if I spill coffee on myself? I had spent weeks preparing, externally polishing my resume, practicing answers, but I had neglected the internal battlefield. My unprocessed fears, which I had ignored for weeks, chose that night to stage a full-scale rebellion. I barely slept. I went into the interview exhausted and anxious, a shadow of my confident self. I didn't get the job. And I realized then that my biggest opponent wasn't the other candidates, it was the ghost in my own machine. So how do we fight this ghost? How do we clear out that cluttered basement for good? It's not about suppression. It's about processing. Here are 3 steps to destroy overthinking. Step 1. Acknowledge and name the thought. When a negative or anxious thought appears, don't shove it away. Stop, turn and face it. Acknowledge its presence. Give it a name. For example, this is the fear of failure thought, or hello, anxiety about the future thought. By labeling it, you separate yourself from the thought. You are not your anxiety. You are the person observing the anxiety. This simple act of mindfulness strips the thought of its power. It's no longer a terrifying monster in the dark. It's just a thing you can look at objectively. Step 2. Conduct a thought dump. This is one of the most powerful exercises you can do. Get a pen and a piece of paper, or open a blank document on your computer. Set a timer for 10 minutes and write down every single thing that's on your mind. Don't filter, don't judge, don't worry about grammar or spelling. Just dump it all out. All the fears, the to-do lists, the worries, the frustrations, get them out of your head and onto the page. When you see your thoughts written down, two magical things happen. First, they seem much smaller and more manageable than they did when they were bouncing around in your skull. Second, you can now move from worrying to problem solving. You can look at your list and ask, is there an action I can take for this item right now? If yes, do it. If no, give yourself permission to let it go for today. Step 3. Take immediate, imperfect action. Overthinking thrives on inaction. It keeps you stuck in a loop of analysis paralysis. The fastest way to break that loop is to take action, any action. Feeling overwhelmed about cleaning your entire house? Don't think about the whole house. Just stand up and wash one dish. That's it. Worried about a massive project at work? Don't map out the entire thing. Just write the first email. This is the principle of action as the antidote. A small step forward builds momentum and proves to your brain that you are in control, not the spiraling thoughts. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Your mind is not a prison. It is a garden. For years, you may have been letting weeds grow wild, choking out the flowers. But today, you've been given the tools to start gardening, to acknowledge the weeds, to pull them out by the root, and to plant seeds of action and intention instead. Destroying overthinking isn't a one-time magic trick. It's the daily practice of choosing to be the master of your mind, not its servant. It's the commitment to processing your thoughts instead of hiding from them. It's the courage to take one small step, even when you can't see the whole path. You have everything within you to silence the noise and create the reality you so deeply desire. The peace you're searching for isn't out there. It's in here. It's time to claim it. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a like. It truly helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video on building an unstoppable mindset. And finally, share this video with someone you think needs to hear this today. Let's help each other win the war against overthinking. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.